What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex46. I'm back with another video. Be sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X at Vortex46 for all of my picks for today's NBA and NCAA action. So guys, this is being pre-recorded from last night. Some lines that opened for both NBA and NCAA, so I decided to just do this video tonight for tomorrow, which will be basically today when you're watching it. But I will say for definitely for sure that I'm 1-1 on a couple of my college picks from basically from yesterday. One hit, one didn't, so I'll take that. But I also will say that currently 2-0 on my NBA picks currently. Definitely 1-0 on my lock pick for Terrence Mann to go over his 12.5 points plus assists. He currently has 12 points and 2 assists, so that cash, so that's great. And Dyson Daniels to go over 19.5 points and assists. He has 22 points, so that's an automatic hit, but he also has a few assists so far. The game is still going. These games are still running, but I kind of feel like my Brooklyn Nets one may not cash, as there's 6 minutes and some seconds left in the third quarter. They're actually winning 60-58 at Boston. Kind of upset that I didn't take the spread, actually. But it's okay, because I was more so banking on Brooklyn to score 100 points, 101 points to be more exact. So it is what it is. If I go, I'll take at least the one victory tonight, but we'll see what happens. Everything will be pinned in the comments below for the results. But enough of my chatter. Let's dive into these picks. I have 8 picks in total, 4 for college, 4 for the NBA. I'm going to run through the college picks, and then I'm going to run through my 2 lock picks for the NBA and the other 2 regular picks. And anything else that I decide to pick for both college and NBA, I will gladly post them over on my Twitter. So again, follow me over at Vortex46 on Twitter. So college, I ended up taking a few spread picks here, and over for total score. So ended up taking American to cover the spread at -2.5 against St. Mary's. So basically they've been covering the spread 3 out of the last 5 games. More specifically, St. Mary, if I remember correctly, they were covering the spread as well. I think they were 4-1 though over the last 5 games, but I decided to go with the team that is basically favored to win the game. I decided to go with that, so that's that pick. We'll see what happens with that one. Actually, I actually took a couple of overs actually. So the next over is going to be Furman at North Texas, 129.5 over on FanDuel -115. I forgot to mention the other pick is also a -115 over on FanDuel for the American -2.5. They have been covering the over 4 out of the last 5 games. North Texas, if I remember correctly, per what Alar was saying, I think they're 3-2 to the over their last 5 games. So I'm definitely going to take that pick to hopefully hit. Next up, going back to Texas. They're hosting Xavier. The total point is 150.5. This is once again another FanDuel pick, -115, another 115 for it to go over the 150.5. Texas, they're 4-1 to the over. Xavier, I believe if I remember correctly, they're actually 3-2 to the over. All of the stuff that I'm talking about, I'll make it more clear over on my Twitter account, because I'm just going off of my memory of what I've seen, so some stuff may not be fully correct. I just have screenshots for the current stuff that I have for what I pick, so definitely go over on Twitter and check out the actual full on script here. But then the final pick for tonight, or excuse me, for today, is going to be St. Joseph spread -5.5 against UAB. They're hosting them. This is over on DraftKings -105. They have covered 5 straight games, whether the number was high, low, or in between. They've covered the number 5-0 when it's pertaining to this. And I do believe that UAB has only covered maybe 2 games out of the last 5. Again, don't take my stuff per the stuff. Just go over on Twitter on my account at Vortex46 to get all clarification. But those are the 4 picks for callers. Let's dive into these 2 lock picks for the NBA, and then these other extra couple of picks for the other 2 NBA picks. So first lock pick, I'm actually gonna go on ahead and attempt to try to take, well, not attempt, I did lock it in. This is on DraftKings -110. I'm taking Indiana Pacers to cover the spread. It's a -8. They're taking on Dallas Mavericks. We know what's going on with Dallas. They have been wishy-washy even after AD got there. It was a trickle-down effect. Once AD arrived and he got injured, then the next thing you know, Kyrie got injured. Then next thing you know, somebody else got injured. Then Dante Exum got injured. Somebody else. So it's just like, I'm just believing that Pacers coming off that win against their last opponent, where they won 132 to 130. I do believe they played my Memphis Grizzlies, if I remember correctly. We didn't cover. It may have been Minnesota, but either way, last game that they played, they covered on the road. I believe that they can come home and cover this -8. We'll see what happens against Dallas. The main reason why I'm saying that is because at home, they're actually 3-2 over the last 5 games at home. Dallas, not so much on the road. So we'll see what happens with this pick. Next up, this is over on Caesars, -115. Look at this. I'm grabbing a whole bunch of -115s, right? This is another spread pick. Going back to Detroit, you've been following the channel. Detroit has been covering for me team total points, spreads, whatever, overs, unders stuff. They just been covering machines for me, and I'm loving it. So I'm going to continue to ride the wave. I'm taking Detroit -5.5. Again, -115 over on Caesars. They've covered on the road. This is on the road because they're actually away. They're playing against Miami Heat, but on the road they're 2-1-2 to the ATS. But Miami, if I remember correctly, per the outlier, again, go over to Twitter. I got everything really locked in as far as information. Miami's 1-4 if I remember, to the last 5 games covering the spread. So they haven't been able to cover the number all. So I'm going with the little bit of a better team to cover the number. So that's that one. And then the next up is going to be, I'm looking to go ahead and take the Knicks and the Spurs to cover this number. The total point, 228.5, -110 over on FanDuel. Main reason why I'm doing this is because, one, New York has actually covered it, I think, if I remember correctly, 3 out of the last 5 games. But more importantly, San Antonio at home, the last 5 games, they are 5-0 to covering the over. Literally, whether they've won the games, lost the games, their defense has allowed the other team to score definitely like basically above 115 4 out of the last 5 games. As I always state, as long as a team can score 110 points or more consistently, that's one of the main reasons why I do choose to take overs a lot. And this is the main reason why, because 4 out of the last 5 games, their opponents have scored above 110, definitely above 115. So yeah, give me the over, 228. Let's make it happen. Let's see what happens. And the final pick, going back to the Portland Trail Blazers, they've been a cover machine for me as well. Spread wise, they cover for me. Overs and unders, they cover for me. Team total points, they've been handling the business this season. Chauncey Billups is having these kids do these guys handle business. Give me the spread +6, -110 over on DraftKings. Let's see what happens against my Memphis Grizzlies. I'm taking this simply because my Memphis Grizzlies, Portland has been covering. They have been covering. It's my Memphis Grizzlies. They're 1-4. My Memphis Grizzlies are 1-4 to the last 5 games ATS. Give me Portland to cover this +6, and that's all the picks, guys. Let's see what happens with these picks. Definitely hoping for some wins today. Hoping to have a positive night. We'll see what happens. But leave some comment sections below. Let me know your thoughts. What do y'all think of these picks? What are your picks for tonight? Let's talk about some things. And I will hopefully talk to you all with my videos for NBA and NCAA college video for tomorrow's slate to come soon. Peace, guys.